Breaking news about Pokemon Champions has just been announced. And I think it's going to transform how we look at competitive Pokemon, but especially Pokemon VGC as a whole. And it makes me wonder, are we entering a new era? Because there was so much announced in just a short amount of time span from the recent Pokemon Presents live stream that was live today. And I think of so many new players, I think of so many new concepts that I don't know how I feel, but I can pretty much tell you that so many things are about to change that we have not ever seen before. And in this video, I really want to be talking about Pokemon Champions and what we've learned. There's so much to talk about when it comes to new players, when it comes to new mechanics, but I also want to talk about my predictions because I really do believe this game is going to change Pokemon forever. So without talking about it for too long, I want to go straight into the video because I think Pokemon Champions is the best possible news that new players could have got. If you are a new player, if you know people who love Pokemon as a kid, tell them to play. Because when Pokemon Champions comes out in 2026, I think there will be no better time to join into the world of Pokemon, right? Because as a competitive player, we have never had this much access. Guys, we can play Pokemon VGC on our phones. And people will say, you know, Pokemon Showdown has always existed. Pokemon Showdown on your phone is like taking a jog in 100-degree heat outside. No one wants to do it. You do it because you have to, and it's really exhausting. All the time you have to refresh your Wi-Fi, go on data, click on the chat just to see their team sheet. Pokemon Showdown on your phone is just terrible. It's a terrible experience. But now you're telling me I get to play ranked battles on my phone? That is crazy. And what that means for new players is that new players don't always have to go to Pokemon tournaments in person. They don't always have to play the ranked ladder online. They don't have to be at home. Now, when players are at work, they're at school, they're using the bathroom, or they're at a family event, these new players who have so much going on in their life, who are having a good time, who are having a hard time, who are looking for new people, who are looking for a new experience, a way to escape into Pokemon, this just changed that because now wherever they go, they can play. And I think for passionate people who are competitive, who've been dreaming about this opportunity to play since they were a kid, and now they feel like they've never had a chance because it's too complicated. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I don't have all of these things. I'm telling you, all that has just changed. So I think the access is a really big deal. Think about it. Being able to play on your phone anywhere, right? That's crazy. And the number two thing that makes not just more players come in, have more accessibility, but there is way more customization that allows the new player barrier of entry to be so much lower. When I first started playing Pokemon, the worst part about playing, let me know if you agree in the comments, is having to build your team in the game. To the point now where I'm so lucky I have so many friends that I didn't really have before because of this game, but my friends help me build my teams for me. Don't tell anyone. I only have 2 gym badges in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yet, I made it to the Pokemon World Championships. I've day 2'd multiple regionals, and these are because of my friends who can build the game Pokemon for me. But if I did not have any friends in this game, if I'm a brand new player, it is so much harder because you have to go battle and EV train and use these mints and battle certain Pokemon, and then if you make a mistake, you have to undo it. There are so many hurdles when it comes to building your Pokemon in the game, right? On Pokemon Showdown, when you practice VGC, what you will do is you'll practice, and the best part about Pokemon Showdown is that you can make adjustments very easily, right? And we have been crying, we have been screaming for a way to do this in the game. That's a big reason why I don't play a lot of my Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch unless I'm at Pokemon tournaments. However, I do now because with this new customization, if you guys watch the trailer, I'm going to link it in the description. On the game, you can slide over HP stats investments, attack investments, defense. You can literally customize your Pokemon after any battle on the game without having to untrain EVs or use mints or use all these items. You don't have to do that anymore. We actually can play faster on our devices and on our phones. Think about it as a new player. Now you don't have to worry about actually building a team in game. You can spend more of your time actually battling. Oh my God, who would have thought that would make it a better time? Players can learn more, learn faster, experiment more. It's, oh my God. If I'm not playing right now and I've been waiting on the sidelines, I am so excited because this is the time to do it. This is the time. Because now you can play anywhere you want and you can play more, play faster, learn faster. So if you're a new player, or you have a younger cousin, or you've had a kid who's now 11 years old, wherever you are, or people that you know are in their Pokemon journey, if they're not playing yet, I am really telling you that this is the time to do so because of the accessibility and the customization with the barrier of entry being lower. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, new players, the stocks are up. But the second thing I want to talk about is the new mechanic. Well, it's not new for everyone. But let me know in the comments if you have played in a competitive VGC format with Mega Evolution. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I have never done it. I started playing Pokemon in 2020. And in this Pokemon Presents trailer, they announced Mega Evolution, Mega Dragonite. First of all, that Dragonite with the wings on its head, I don't know what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments. But Mega Evolution is back. Mega Evolutions is what I predict will most likely be the main mechanic in Pokemon Champions. So how do I feel about this? Is that, Megas existing, that means there's no Terra. That means there's no Dynamax or Gigantamax. It's a brand new mechanic. And I'm going to be honest with you, is that for me, it's a little bit stressful. I've never played in my 4 or 5 years with this mechanic. And a lot of the top players like Wolf, like Colin Hyer, the Battle Room, like Joe Ugarte, a lot of these players have been playing for a long time and have experiences with this mechanic. So what I will say is almost being a newer player is better than being a player in my position because I have to unlearn a lot of the things that I have learned and apply it to this new strategy, apply it to this new mechanic. What I will say is though, as a Pokemon fan, as an avid battler, as a competitor who wants to kick everyone down who I play in these Pokemon tournaments, I'm pretty hyped to learn something new. Because my level of play I was such a shy player. I was so nervous. I didn't have any friends. I was scared to go to tournaments. But now being able to beat the best players in the world, I want to learn the new skill. I want to learn the new toy. I want to play with Mega Evolution. Because when I was a kid watching the anime, I thought it was sick. I'm not going to lie. So now seeing that there's Mega Evolution that I can use myself, like Salamence, I love Salamence. I even day 2'd with Salamence when no one else was using it back in Regulation B. I could use Mega Salamence. Like, yo, that's pretty lit. I hope it's strong. I don't know about this new Dragonite with the wings, but it's going to be cool. What I'll say about it is there's a new mechanic. If you have not heard, Mega Evolution is back. It's not new, but it's reborn. It's brought back to life seven years later. And while I am excited on one hand, I am still very nervous. But I really do think, again, for a lot of these older players, they probably loved this format and it's back. But a lot for these newer players, it's a lot of easier barrier of entry to come in because they change your Mega Evolution is where you change your stats, sometimes your typing, and your ability. Right? But it's not super random. Whereas Dynamax, it changed all your moves. It changed speed tiers, added field effects. With Terra, you could change your type and that affected your move damage and all of this other stuff. So what I will say is it seems like a lot easier of a mechanic to grasp and learn, which new players, maybe even myself, can benefit from. Right? So what does that lead me to, right? So I want to talk about my predictions that I think Pokemon Champions has caused and will cause in the VGC era. Let's zoom in for a second, right? My number one prediction, you can see it right here, is that there will be more players. There will be more players. Because a lot of players who have quit and slowed down can play more. Can play more. You know why? Because they customized it. You can play more on your phone. You can play more on your Switch. So that's one reason there's gonna be new players. Two is that every time there's a new game that comes out, oh my god, the Pokemon regional sizes shoot through the sky. When I first started playing in 2022, my first ever regional, Salt Lake City, there was 300 players. My most recent event, where I day 2'd and I beat the eventual champion, Federico Camporesi from Italy, there was over 1,000 players. So I can only imagine what this game is gonna do. It's literally gonna go from 1,000 to maybe 2,000 to maybe 3,000, who knows, maybe even 4,000. And again, I also think that brings in new talented players. A lot of players you've never heard of are gonna become the new Justin Tangs, the new Michael Kelsches, because they have these tools and more accessible to them. There's no excitement, there's no hype. There are new players who will always come in, just like I did, just like you did at some point. So not only are there gonna be more players, there's gonna be more talented players, and I think the result of more talented players and more players, what's over here? Bigger tournaments. So what does this mean for me? Again, I'm so excited for this game to grow. Like, I'm gonna be real. I want everyone to know that Pokemon is on the same level of Call of Duty, League of Legends, Fortnite. It's my game, right? My parents and my grandpa, who's celebrating his 85th birthday, is gonna watch me play in my first ever competitive Pokemon World Championships next month. And that means a lot to me. And a lot of them didn't even know what Pokemon was before I started making YouTube videos about it. But now this game can get so big to what it deserves to be. All of you new players, and players who might be like me, sometimes you get a little bit insecure about it, right? Sometimes people don't give you that respect. People think you're corny. Whatever you don't have friends outside of it, and you want to make new friends. This game growing only helps how you feel about yourself, your confidence, that McFree mentality, as I like to call it. So I think this game is going to be amazing. It's going to be a hard thing to learn something new, to play a lot better. But what I will say is there are so many reasons to be excited. I get to play, before the Nintendo Switch came out, I was always like, I wish I could play Pokemon on my TV. Then this came out. Now I always said, I wish I could play this on my phone. And now it's here. And all I can say is that I'm so excited. I hope you are too. And I just can dream of playing in a Pokemon World Championships full of thousands of people in a stadium with active fans watching. And I feel like Pokemon Champions allows for the possibility for this game to rightfully get there at some point. So yeah, if you're curious and if you have these big goals and you want to make the Pokemon World Championships just like I did, or you want to even just make your first local tournament, learn how to play online, I made an 11-page handwritten guide by myself. It took me honestly like 30 hours to make it, and I made it for you. Comment the word champion. If you want this guide, I'll send it to you for free right here in the comments. I'll send it to you right in the comments. 11 pages with step-by-step process on how you yourself can become a champion in the new world of Pokemon Champions. It's going to be a crazy time. I'm really excited about it. I'm really hyped for the new players to learn the new mechanic. And let's see if my predictions are right. So, yeah, guys, let me know in the comments. Comment the word champion if you want the guide, but also leave me your predictions yourself. What are your predictions? What did you think about Pokemon Presents? Let me know. Guys, I appreciate you for watching this. Oh my god, I'm so excited for what's to come. Only 2 weeks into the World Championships, and a whole new game comes out next year. Young 7-year-old me would be so excited that this is happening. He wouldn't believe it's real. So, yeah, guys, like, subscribe. And if you want to watch my most recent video where I really talk about VGC and how to grow and what it's like and the feelings you have about growing in the game, watch this video here. And if you want to watch a 90-day challenge that transformed my entire Pokemon background, watch this video here. Because now I'm playing in the World Championships and I'm talking to you about it. And I can't wait to see you guys there. So thank you guys. It's been Dark Type Darsh. I'll see you guys later. Peace.